Good morning. A lot of news this week from the campaign trail, including the controversy over the president's recorded comments on the coronavirus earlier this year.
I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to create a panic.
I didn't lie. What I said is we have to be calm. We can't be panicked.
He knowingly and willingly lied about the threat it posed to the country for months.
Now tonight, Bob Woodward will appear on 60 Minutes on CBS 4 to discuss the controversy and those recordings of President Trump. Now, the same day this news broke, Governor Holcomb was asked about the controversy at his weekly coronavirus briefing. While he didn't mention the president or this controversy directly, he did say this.
And I'll say today what I said, I think the very first time we gathered in the atrium when someone asked me how I would characterize this virus. That was months ago, and I pointed to my right and my left, I think, to a couple doctors. And I'll continue to, here in the state of Indiana, rely on physicians and scientists and epidemiologists to give me all the right counsel before we make any decision. But we'll never downplay it here.
More reaction from Indiana politicians. Pete Buttigieg said people in countries whose leaders told them the truth about COVID didn't panic, they responded. And as a result, far fewer of them died, said Buttigieg. Senator Todd Young told Importantville's Adam Wren, quote, "I'll leave it to others to analyze the president's words. In February, I'm focused," Young said, "on how to get relief to Americans now." On that topic, a Republican relief bill failed this week in the Senate. Senator Young presided over that vote.
On this vote, the yeas are 52, the nays are 47. 3/5 of the senators duly chosen and sworn not having voted in the affirmative. The motion is not agreed to.
That's Senator Young reading the final vote on the GOP's $500 billion spending measure in the Senate. Both Senator Young and Senator Mike Braun voted for the bill. It needed 60 votes to pass the Senate and head to the House. Democrats say the bill didn't provide enough relief to the American public. They've proposed $2 trillion in spending. The Democratic-led House passed a $3 trillion bill back in May, but the Senate is not expected to vote on that legislation. All right, earlier this week, presidential candidate and former VP Joe Biden was on the campaign trail in Pennsylvania, where he spoke with Dennis Owens from our Nexstar affiliate there about the race for president, the economy, and the fight against COVID-19.
Hey, Dennis, how you doing, pal?
I'm well. A congenial Joe Biden felt right at home in a union headquarters.
I'm union from belt buckle to shoe sole. They're the only power that can take on the abusive power of corporate America. I've been a strong supporter of unions my entire career.
Joe Biden said he's absolutely on board with defunding the police.
Biden says despite ads to the contrary, he would not defund police. In fact, he'd give them more and add social workers. But how would he pay for that and a ballooning deficit? By raising taxes on those making more than $400,000 a year.
Right now, what's happening? You're paying a heck of a lot more tax than someone making $1 billion in many cases, where they're able to avoid almost all their taxes. That's just simply wrong. It's not punishing anybody. It's just saying corporate America, as well as the super wealthy, just pay their fair share.
Biden says he would have embraced mask wearing and social distancing much more quickly than President Trump.
He needs to set the worst example for the American public that could possibly be set. And all he cares about, he's been frightened from the very beginning. If he dealt with the pandemic, he was worried the stock market would not climb. So if he says everything's okay, don't worry about it, that's the only measure he's used, period.
If he wins, Biden at 78 would be the oldest president at swearing in. President Trump has suggested he's lost a step.
Look at how he steps and look how I step. Watch how I run up ramps and he stumbles down ramps. I promise you, I would not be running unless I was in very good health. I work out every morning, and I am in relatively good shape, as my mother would say, knock on wood.
All right, meantime, Biden was at the 9/11 ceremony on Friday, where he met up with current Vice President Mike Pence, sharing an elbow bump on 9/11 in the midst of this contentious campaign. We'll talk more.